We're gonna try this little place. Oh, look at
There
that.
it is. Look at that.
Look at that, guys. All right, still out hunting, hitting the lakeside right here, down from where the park is. Found this. It's interesting. It's got some markings on it. Let's see if we can see what the markings say. It's pretty crowded up. Flip it over. Nothing on that side. It's got to be on this side. Can't quite tell. Let's get some more sunlight on it. If it's got markings, more than likely it's going to be a thin piece of silver for sure. And that is what I'm going to guess that it is. So, awesome. Silver today. All right, our next find, we got us a token. Can't make out what it is. It's pretty crusted up at the moment. We'll get it cleaned up and then we'll have a better idea. Awesome though. Right, got us a little cool little find here. Not sure what's on it, but it is a smash penny. So I think it's got a dinosaur on it is my best guess. So pretty sweet. Hey guys, hitting this, just thinking it was going to be a penny, a copper penny. But as I see something not penny color right over here. Can you guys see it? Look at that. We got us a ring and it's probably gonna be silver. It rang up high like a penny. Look at that. We got us a silver ring. Isn't that awesome, guys? Check it out. Woo! I think we might just got another ring or something. Piece of jewelry. Can't quite tell what it is yet. Looks like a bat. So I can't, or a seahorse. It's a seahorse. That's what it is. It's a seahorse ring. That's pretty sweet. Can't tell what it's made out of. Don't think it's gonna be silver, but that's pretty sweet. Awesome. All right, I think we got our first coin of the day. Rings up 83, 84. It's black. It's gotta be silver. And it's gonna be a Merc dime, guys. Right on the surface. First silver of the day. That is freaking amazing. Check it out. Let's see if we can get a date off of it. I have found quite a few coins like this here. Let's see if we can get a nice date off of it. Let me zoom back out here a little bit so you guys can see. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. That looked like a 37. So it's gonna be a 37. Denver. Nice old Merc. It looks fresh drop too. It's not in too bad shape. And you look at the back and the bands and everything. For being out here for so long, that is freaking amazing. Almost 100 years out here in the desert. Sweet. Guys, I think I just flipped out another ring. Let's take a look at it. Looks like it's gonna be a junker, but still a ring. It's got some kind of stone in it. And it's not gonna be silver. It's gonna be a big copper ring, but hey, we got us a ring. That's pretty freaking awesome. All right, guys, this ring up is a good 83. We got a good signal there, and check it out. We got a little Hot Wheel here. All the wheels are there. That is pretty cool. that is awesome, guys. Nice. All right, guys, we just got us our first Wheatie of the morning. There we go. Let's see if we can get a date on it. Pretty crusty, 50 something. Maybe a 55, not sure. But got our first Wheatie. Very cool. Right, just stumbled upon a nickel. Not too much to say about it, but it is a nickel. And the cool thing is, it's a 1941. Nice old Jefferson there. Sweet. All right, we just hit Wheatie number 3, right in that hole there. Let's see if we can get a date off of this one. It's gonna be another 50. Looks like a 58. There we are. Last year Wheatie. All right, I went back over my hole from that last Wheatie and I got another signal. So we have a Wheatie spill right there. They're probably on top of each other or next to each other. Let's see if I can get that date cleaned off here. Enough to where we can read it. It's gonna be a 50s also. Awesome. Wheatie spill. Right, just got Wheatie number 5. Got those 2 Wheaties right over there. Walked over here and another one, so we're in a good spot. Let's see if we get a date. 45. Nice, we hit the 40s finally. Sweet. All right, picked this up thinking it was just a nickel, but we've got a token. I think that says Caboose on there. The local pizza place and game center. 1982. Or it's Chuck E. Cheese, one of the two. Putt-putt. Oh, that's putt-putt. Sorry, guys. Now I see it. I didn't bring my glasses today. All right, let's keep hunting. Okay, I can't remember. Does this make it number 5? No, I know we have 5. So it's gonna be number 6 or 7. I haven't kept track very well. Let's see if we can get a date on this one. No, pretty close. Oh, 40. There we go. 1940. Sweet. All right, this was ringing up terrible, but I don't know what it is. Could be a piece of jewelry. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a piece of jewelry. All right. That's pretty sweet looking though. Awesome. Let me get it focused for you guys. There you go, a little heart. Sweet. This was laying on the surface, and I believe that to be an old Cracker Jacks toy. Very cool. Sorry for the wind, guys, I picked up, but I think this is Wheatie number 7. Looks like it's in the 40s. Yep, 44. There we go. All right, we just noticed another Wheatie. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hunt here. They're doing some construction on out there. This may be coming to an end. Just don't know yet. I can't really see a date on now. But it's a Wheatie. Awesome. I just stumbled upon another Hot Wheel here. It is smashed up though. But it was at one time. Nice. All right, just noticed another wheat here. This one we should get a date on. That was pretty clean. 45. Nice. I think I just found a charm. I saw it kind of silvery. Let's see what we got. Something about Texas. And there we go. It's got some weight to it. Nice. Got a piece of silver finally today. Thank you, Jesus. Hey guys from YouTube, I am taking off to go hunt. So we're gonna see what we can come up as far as treasure for this week's video. It's been a while since I posted the video. I had back surgery, so I was kind of out of commission for at least 2 to 3 months, and I'm back and good to go. Doc said I am all set for full duty. So he said it healed up really nice, and I'm doing well. So let's get out there, go find some treasure, and have a great time. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Sorry for the wind, guys, but check this out. We got a buffalo right out of the hole there. That is awesome. All right, just got a sweetie. No date, too dirty. We'll find out later. Keep watching. Check this out, guys. Look at that. Nice little Hot Wheel there. Little truck. Nice. Hey, we just hit silver. Look at that. We got a Rosie there. 1956. Yep, 1956. We got silver on the board today. That is freaking awesome, guys. Sorry for the wind, but I'm having a blast out here. I'm going to keep hunting, finding more good stuff. Here we go. All right, let's ring it up really high, guys. 90s. What do you think? You see it? It's got a silvery edge. We got a Washington quarter right there. Nice. 1950. That is awesome. Wow. A dime and a quarter date. Can't beat that. That's incredible. Wow. All right, guys, I'm back at it again, trying to hit this field again to see what we come up with. And I wanted to bring you in on our first find. So here we go. We got a sweetie already. It's going to be in the 40s. Looks like a 45. Zoom in a little bit. There we go, 45. Yes, it is. Awesome. Good coin to start the day out. All right, bring you in for the next find. We found a cufflink right there. That's pretty cool looking. Found us some jewelry today then. All right, awesome. All right, not too far away from the cufflink, picked up another signal. We got us another weedy. And this one is going to be a 50s. Looks like a 51 there. Awesome, second wheat penny now. Nice. Well, back at it again for another day. Just got me a nice little concho here. Brass concho, and then I happened to look over here, and guess what? There's a harmonica reed right there. So two finds just right next to each other. That's pretty sweet. Awesome. All right, next on the relic list, we've got a nice old wind-up key here. That's a pretty sweet find. Nice. Check this out. What's on the ground there? Little point for a Model T. We found quite a few of these. That's another one that's pretty nice. Oh, we just got our first old coin. That's awesome. 1959 nickel. Can't beat that. Sweet. All right, check out this little decorative buckle. That's pretty sweet. It's tiny too. That's pretty neat. Awesome. All right, for our next find, really cool. Dug up an old Matchbox truck right there. Neat. See what else we can get out here. Still having fun out here. All right, I'm getting a nice high tone. Check it out. See what's on the ground? It's sunburned, but that's a mercury. That is silver right there, guys. That is awesome. Right there's a little wheel to probably my car that I just found. Nice. All right, we got silver. Sweet. Let's see if we can get a date off of this one. Should. It's just dark. Let's see what we got here. I can't see it because of the sunlight. It's too bright and the coin's too dark. All right. Well, you guys can see. It's pretty cool. Okay, right over there is where I got the mercury dime, and then I just flipped this up. I think we got another silver right there. Yes, we do. Two silvers next to each other. That is awesome. So we can get the date off of this one. There we go. Yes, sir. 58. Sweet. Right, just got a nice coin signal, 81. So it's definitely going to be a Lincoln set. Let's see if it's going to be wheat. Oh, no, it's going to be wheaty. There we go. Our first wheaty of the morning for today. Nice. Signal here. So let's take a look and see what it turns out to be. Might not be anything, but nope, it's gonna be junk. Piece of aluminum. We'll just bring it up on here. We got a live piece of ammo. It's like 755. Yep. Pretty cool. Nice. 80, so it's going to be hopefully another Lincoln set. There we go. What do we got? Another weenie. Yay. Nice. This one's pretty pretty. There we go. Hit the 50s. Rabies vaccination tag. It's got a year on it. Found several of these out here. Looks like maybe 1977. There we go. 1977. Sweet. Gotta get another great signal here. 81. Let's take a look. Zoom in a little bit. I just barely uncovered it. I may have to come back out. There we go. And look what we got right on the surface. I think we got silver, and it's going to be a Merc dime. That is pretty sweet. I got a Merc dime yesterday at the old fairgrounds. And it's going to be a 45 right there. Nice looking Merc. Nice. We got silver on the board today, and you can't beat that. That is freaking awesome. Let's pop this out next to that Merc dime. That is a trigger for a cap gun. Pretty sweet. This one. This is pretty crusty. To the next find. So guys, but we got us another one right there. Still crusty too, but we'll keep hunting. Done really good. Got us a Hot Wheel. Got all 4 tires in there too. Nice. Nice old Hot Wheel. Sweet. Got something really good that just popped take a look. Yep, that's what I thought it was. Nice. Wow. Back out here. And here we go. That's pretty awesome. Come on, camera. Play nice. I know it's windy. About as good as we're going to get right there. Definitely play nice. That's probably the third one of these I've found here. That is freaking awesome. The Hot Wheel here. Got all its tires too. It's a little Jeep. Nice. Sweet. The key I just dug. Isn't that cool, guys? Little skeleton key there. Pretty cool looking. Nice. Little weedy. 1951D. There we go. Nice. All right. For our next find, check it out. We got us a nice little no cash value token. We'll have to get that side cleaned up, bringing up pretty good. It's probably putt-putt is what I'm expecting it to be, just by the size and look of it. So, awesome. All right, got us a very nice signal here. And look what we got. Yep, we got an equal button. Military equal button there. But it's pretty sweet. That's a nice little one there. But love these, love these, love these. That's awesome. All right, let's see what else we can get out here today. Well, for our next find, digging down there, got a good signal, which I think is a smashed up ring. It would have had a stone on the top of it. I have not found the stone in there yet. Don't know if I ever will. I don't know what it's made of yet. So I'll have to get it cleaned up. Maybe silver, maybe just brass. So we'll see. It's definitely a ring. Awesome. All right, we got a coin on the ground. Let's see what we got. Ring up pretty good. We got a Wheatie. Let's see what year we got. '52 Denver. Awesome. Check this out, guys. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty heavy. I think it's one of the old lead toys. That is pretty sweet looking though. Cool. Check this out, guys. What just came out of the ground. That is cool. It's aluminum. It's really thick coin. Let's see where we're from. Take a look here. I do not know. Maybe the Philippines? 1986? Interesting. Be a 10-cent coin. Never seen one like this before. I really don't know where it's from. Republic de Philippines, yeah, 1986. That's pretty awesome. Nice foreign coin today. Sweet. Well, I just dug this up. Missed it by 1 year. That's a 65. Dang. All right, for our next find, it looks like we got us a rabies tag. See if we can get a date off of it. There's the date up there. Looks like 1966 or 65 up there at the top. Pretty neat. Awesome. We'll get a better look at this once we get it all cleaned up and stuff, but nice. Well, just nailed the first Wheatie of the morning. Finally. Let's see what we got for a date. 45 right there. Looks like a 45 Denver. Nice. All right, guys, just popped out a coin here, and it has that kind of look to silver right there. Let's take a look. That's gonna be silver. Definitely, and it's gonna be a Merc dime. That is freaking amazing. Nice. Silver on the board this morning. Let's see if we can see a date on it. $19.40. Can't beat that, guys. That's awesome. Woo! Silver on the board. Well, we just came across this, and I think we have an old watch. Yep, that's exactly what it's going to be. An old watch right there, women's watch. And it is toasted. All right, but cool find, though. All right, for the next find, we just got us a weedy. Take a look at the date. I can't do it on that anymore. Let's do it here. 48. Sweet. Nice find. All right, just picked up another one here. So we got another weedy. Same area. It's always a good sign. 44. There we go. Hey, just got us another weedy. Let's see what date we got on this one. In the 50s there, 50D, probably 57. All right, awesome. All right, right there is where we get the first weedy, that 50 something. Came over here, Memorial. Right here, another weedy. So we hit a little hot spot here. It's pretty awesome. So what we got, 55 right there. That's neato. Sweet. All right, we just got our next weedy out of that hole there. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. See if we can get a date. Ugh, pretty dirty right where the date is. That's the crusty too. Might be able to move some of the dirt off. Looks like a 45 right there. Nice. All right, guys, I think we got shiny. Ringing up 83. I can see a glint of shiny right there. Let's see what we got. We got a Rosie. Silver Rosie right there, guys. Got silver on the board. That is freaking awesome. Let's take a look. We rubbed that Rosie. 61. Nice. Right, awesome. Same place as that silver dime. We've been pulling up all kinds of coins here. And we got us another wheat. See if I can get it cleaned off enough for us to see it. Hopefully we can. Chip off some of the crud. See if we can get a date. Gonna be a 50 something, 50D something. Anyway, very cool. I got another weedy. Okay, right next to where we got that memorial, we got a dark coin on the ground here. Let's see what we got here. It's gonna be a Jefferson, and it is cruddy. And if I had to guess, because it being so dark, I'm wondering if it's not a war nickel. I think I do. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can see it a little better. Should be able to see the date better. So usually the silver and the manganese in this stuff will make them really dark like that. So if I get the bit mark off of here, get all the crusties off. There we go. Big OP right at the top there. That is awesome. Silver on the board, and we got a Warnicle. Sweet. For our next find, I think we got a weedy here. So let's take a look. Sure enough, we got a weedy. Let's see if we can get a date. This one's pretty crusty. That's going to be a 51. No, 54. 1954, I believe. Yep, 54. Sweet. Look at how terrible. About 75. And then I look down, it looks kind of unusual. And we got us a leaf. Looks like it was gold plated at one time. That is pretty interesting. Sweet find though, nice. We got us a strange coin here. I don't recognize what it is. I need to tighten my thing here. There we go, so stay in place. Good, all right, let's take a look. It's just gonna be a memorial. That is not gonna be a memorial. Let's see what it's gonna be. 1 centavo. I bet it's the Philippines right there. It's going to be a Philippine centavo. Let's see what the date's going to be. 1960. That's a pretty cool find right there. That's something we just don't find very often in this part of the woods in Texas. But that's pretty sweet. Awesome. Got a good coin signal here. Bringing up 85, 84. Might not be, but we're going to take a look and see. Got a memorial. Man, that rang up high compared to what I was expected it to be. But, oh well. Still got a memorial copper. Sweet. A decent signal here. Flipped it out. And I think we got a wheat. Just by the looks of it. Yep, 56. So 1956 right there. Awesome. I'm going to hunt a little more around here, see if I can pull up something better. Guys, let's pick it up a little bit. We did get another wheat here. See if I get enough dirt off of it. Yep, 1956. Awesome. Got another one. Hey guys, nice. Check this out. I think we got something good. It's ringing up 47 on the AT Max. Right there. We got us a ring. It's probably going to be stainless steel or tungsten. But still, what a nice ring that is. Sweet. Had a great signal here, and I think we may have a silver dime. So let's take a look. Yes, we do. We got a silver rosy. Let's take a look and see if we can see the date there. Let me back out here a little bit. There we go. Bring that off a little better. That is freaking amazing. And we got a dime. Right there. 57. Sweet. Alright guys, check this out. Next ring number 2 of the day. I don't know if it's going to be real or not. Let's see. I think it's just going to be a little aluminum kid's ring, but still pretty cool. We got a ring. Nice. We just got us another one. Take a look here. That looks like it could be an early one. Not sure. Is that a 1919? It sure looks like it. Wow, awesome. All right, we just picked up another one here. 54, Denver. Nice. Another one here. See what we got. Looks like a 51 there. Nice. All right, just popped out an 81 signal here. And definitely not a dime. It looks silver in color. And I think we got a ring. I think we got a silver ring right here, guys. Yep, we sure do. Check that out, a beautiful silver ring. Bam! That's a nice one. Sweet. Saw this on the ground. It rings up pretty good. That's interesting. Little pendant there, or key fob. Pretty neat. Oh my God, guys, this was ringing up 79, and look what popped up. We got us a class ring, and it's gold. Holy cow! Look at that. Thing's beautiful. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. That thing is heavy. Wow. All right, guys, we got something else good here. We are hitting a treasure today. This is unbelievable. Check this out. Wow. That is a full chain. It is all silver. That is freaking amazing. Wow. Thank you, Lord. All right, guys, this is ringing up as an 86. Really high. And I think we got our third ring of the day. And I think we do. Look at that. Wow. There's a big silver ring right there. That is awesome. So we got us a chain, 3 rings, 1 gold ring. That is just freaking awesome. What a day. All right, let's do a little wrap-up video of today's treasures that we got. Unbelievable, huh? I don't think I've ever hit the jackpot like I did today, as much as I did today. I mean, we got a gold ring, silver ring, silver chain and pendants, and another silver ring. And I did find that, but I didn't include it. It's just a little piece of junk jewelry, but that's pretty sweet. And a whole lot of pocket change that we won't even go into. It's just modern clad. But man, what a treasure day it was. I'm gonna get these cleaned up and I'll add it to the end of the video just as individual frames. Love you guys. We got us a little surface find here. Let's take a look and see what we got. Looks like we're gonna have a rabies tag. Yep. Let's see what year that is. It doesn't say. It's a dog tag for sure. No telling how long ago. Yep, Reese Air Base. Interesting. There you go. There you guys can see it. Pretty cool. Awesome. Finally nailed us a coin. Check it out. 51 Denver right there. So hopefully we can find some more around here. That would be great. All right, see you on the next one. We just popped out another weedy. This one I think we can get a date too. Yep, it's gonna be a 50 something. Denver there. That's pretty sweet. We'll keep guys, just ringing up pretty good. I am working under some bleachers at a school, and I had a good signal here, but like a quarter. And I think we got shiny because I saw something glint. I don't think it was a quarter. Wasn't that? Where was it? I thought I did. there we go. Check it out. We got a ring. We got a knot ring right there, knot heart ring. That is silver, and that is James Avery. That is freaking awesome. Wow. Ringmaster Ray strikes again. Woo! Well, this one rang out kind of crazy, so I don't know what it is, but it's large. Take a look. So it's definitely not a coin. It's not rated as far as US coins. Could this be a Great Britain penny? It's been a while since I found one of these. It sure is. Let's see what we got a date on it. That's freaking amazing. 1930. There we go, guys. British large cent. Freaking awesome. What a find. Nice. Well, you're not going to believe what just came out of the hole here. Check this out. It's almost a complete cap gun. That is amazing. Very nice. Hasn't corroded all the way up, but that's a nice old cap gun. It's still got both sides here. It's got the trigger. I wish it just had the sides. That's pretty sweet. Awesome. All right, this is a pretty cool find. Just popped out of the ground. Look at that. Got a little antique fire truck. That is pretty sweet. It's probably an old Tootsie car right there. That is awesome, though. I'll keep digging. All right, guys, this is what we've been looking for. Check it out. I think we got a ring. Yep, little silver ring right there. That is freaking amazing. Awesome. Ringmaster Ray strikes again. Hey, I'm pretty excited to check it out. There's a wheat cent. See what the date is. 1944D. Nice. All right, we just got us a nice old nickel here. 1953. It's gonna be a 1953, most likely in Denver, knowing this area. There it is, a mint mark, but I can't make out what it is, but we do have a 1953 nickel. Nice. All right, just hitting that hole there, and guess what? That's weedy. Let's see if we can get a date. Pretty crusty looking. Lots of dirt on it still. Let's see if we can get a date this way. Still can't really tell. Maybe you guys can see it better, and I think it's a 40. Yep, I think so. Awesome. All right, guys, I think we got a ring. You see that shiny right there? You see it? All right, let's take a look. And yes, we do. We got us a silver ring, guys. That's probably gonna be James Avery for sure. Beautiful silver ring right there. That is awesome. Ringmaster Ray did it again. All right, see you in the next ring. All right, I see bling on the ground. Let's see what we got. Got an earring. Looks like it's just gonna be a junker earring. Still an earring, cool. Sometimes what is crazy is finding this stuff at a school. Yep, fired round. All right, guys, out here still at the field. And I think we got some more silver here. Looks like a little guitar charm. It's definitely gonna be silver. It's got the weight and the color. That's pretty awesome. More silver for today. Hey guys, there's my truck. Walked out into the field. This is a new place I'm gonna hunt. Old high school. And my very first signal, and I can't believe it. Look at that. Thought it was a gasket at first or something. And then I saw that design. That is a ring. We've already got a ring. Got some weight to it. I'm pretty sure that is going to be a silver ring right off the bat. I can't believe it. Ringmaster Ray strikes again. Awesome. All right, for our next find, we got a nice little gaming token here. I think it says Caboose on it, which is a local pizza place here. It should have a little train on it. A nice old token there. Probably back from the 80s or so. Awesome. There we go, 925. Hey guys, it's Ringmaster Ray again, and guess what I got? We got us another ring. Let's flip this around and take a look. All right, it rang up pretty good, but I think it's just gonna be a junker. Let's take a look here. Yeah, looks like it's just gonna be a silver-plated junker ring. Looks like I can see some of the copper already coming through, but very cool. Ringmaster Ray strikes again. All right, guys, I think I just got us a silver coin here. Just dug it up and ring up pretty good. Let's take a look and see. It's right there. It's pretty crusty, but I think that is the back of a Merc dime. Right there. So we got us a Merc silver today. That is freaking awesome. I'll get it cleaned up and I'll get a date and everything else. We'll have a better idea what it is. Awesome. All right, I don't know what this is, but it's kind of poking out the surface. Could be a button, it could be anything. And I don't think it's anything. Thought it was gonna be a ring. It's gonna be a button. Never gonna believe what I found laying on the surface. I thought it was gonna be a broken marble or something. Nope. That is an opal. Incredible. Got that thing cleaned up, polished up, and man, it will shine. That is a pretty good size opal there. Awesome. All right, just flipped out another great find. It's going to be a religious symbol here. Let's take a look. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's going to be Mother Mary right there. I think it's made out of aluminum, but still, pretty awesome find. Nice. All right, check out this little piece of jewelry. It's tiny. It's got a nice bit of redstone in it. That's pretty sweet. All right, check out this little cool button. That's pretty neat. It's got a design on it. I'll have to clean it up and look at it a little closer, but that's pretty sweet. All right, our next find, we got a sweetie. Maybe you guys can see the date. And it's very windy. There we go. Nice sweetie. All right, check out this surface find. Look at that. Got a skeleton key. That is freaking awesome. Nice. All right, I think we got some treasure right here. Look at that. There's an earring. Don't know what it's made of, but that's pretty cool. Awesome. All right, we got a coin. See, maybe a coin. Bringing up 81. Right there. Let's see what we got. Got a penny. Oh, just a memorial. All right, I think we got a sweet penny this time. It is in there. That's sweet. For sure. A little bit, but that's a wheat penny. Awesome. All right, we got us another wheatie. Let's see what the date is on it. '56. Awesome. Makes 2 wheats this morning. Nice. We got us another wheat here. Yep. It's going to be a wheat. Let me get my glasses on. Just a moment, guys. So we can take a look at what the date is on it. Let me get cleaned off of those. Okay, let's take a look and see if we can see. Pretty crusty. 23. Wow, that's an awesome one right there, guys. Nice old. We're going to bring you in for another amazing find. Check that out. That is an instrument reed. Maybe a harmonica? But that's a harmonica reed right there. That's pretty awesome. That means it's an old sight. Just pulled me up a nice, beautiful button there. Two-piece button. That's pretty cool. Nice one. Sunflower design in it. All right, I don't know what I just dug up. It's a piece of brass. Man, that looks cool. Wow. I wonder if it is a metal of some sort that someone would have worn. That is nice. Very cool. Awesome. I just picked up another one. It's really cool for the end of the day, but it's definitely a piece of it. Maybe you guys can see it better than I can, but it's pretty awesome though. All right, it's been a while, but I think we got a silver dime here. Let's take a look. Yep, that's going to be silver. Let's see about a date. It's going to be silver rosy. Rub that rosy. All right, let me get it in focus. There we go. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go. Yep, silver dime. 1958. Sweet. Awesome silver find of the day. All right, guys, I think we just popped out another silver dime. It's ringing up 82. I have no idea what it is. Just flipped it out. It just had a little shiny edge. Oh, we got a Merc dime. Check it out, guys. Merc dime. Freaking awesome. So now we got a Rosie, and now we got a Merc. Let's see if we can see a date off of it. There we go. 41. Sweet. Guys, this is pretty awesome. I thought it was going to be a button. I mean, it's got some nice decoration, but then when I flip it over, it's sterling. That is silver, guys. That is freaking amazing. Thing's heavy too. What a find. That is beautiful. Dang. Check it out, guys. Unbelievable. All right, see you on the next find. All right, for the next find, I think we got us a Hot Wheel or a car. That's gonna be a little Tootsie car is what that's gonna be. Yep. That is a nice find. Awesome. Unbelievable, guys. I think I just hit silver right there. You can see the edge, a little extra shiny. Let's see what we got. Yep, we got a Rosie. Silver Rosie right there. That is awesome. And I drop it right over there. I found 4 wheats and a foreign coin from Jakarta. So this is a good hot spot right here. Let's see what we got. This is gonna be a 1950 something. Probably a little more. There we go. And let's zoom back out and zoom back in. Can't quite tell. It's a little dirty, but it's a 1950, probably 51, silver dime. Dang, can't beat that. That is sweet. Thank you, Lord. All right, it's possible I just hit another silver dime right here. Looks like it's gonna be another silver Rosie. That other one was right there. Yep, that one's gonna be a 57 Rosie right there. That is pretty sweet. 2 Rosies back to back. Nice. Well, just dug this weedy up, but let's take a look at it. Someone cut it. It's pretty wild. 1940 something, but they trimmed it all the way around. That is kind of cool. Awesome. All right, I'd say today was a pretty good hunt. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wheat pennies, 2 silver dimes, a couple of marbles here, 2 foreign coins that I dug up. Pretty sweet. And a token. no cash value. Always fun to find. And a whole bunch of clad and copper and lead and you name it. It's all in there. Also a bunch of just clad coins in there. So I was pretty excited. Great hunt. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, I'd say today was a pretty good hunt. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wheat pennies, 2 silver dimes, a couple of marbles here, 2 foreign coins that I dug up. Pretty sweet. And a token, no cash value. Always fun to find. And a whole bunch of clad and copper and lead and you name it. It's all in there. Also a bunch of just clad coins in there. So I was pretty excited. Great hunt. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, guys, this is the wrap up for the video. It's going to be a very long video because I've not posted a long format in quite a while. But we have a lot of treasures from this these hunts that I've done over the last several months. We're going to take a look at all the good stuff that came out of it. So let's start way over here. We do have like a dog tag. I have quite a few other ones that I had found during this time out hunting also. I found quite a few cool buttons too. One a lucky horseshoe, military, some other types of buttons, different designs. They're all metal. And so some really neat stuff there. Found the little metal leaf there, probably a piece of brooch, I'm assuming. We ended up with several foreigns. We got from Spain right here from 1975. I believe this is Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know the date on it. And we also have one here from 1986 from the Philippines. We have another one from the Philippines, 1960. And quite a few tokens. This is a local place, pizza place. This is called the Caboose. Pretty chewed up. And then we have the putt-putt and no cash value tokens. Let me zoom out just a little more so you guys can see it a little better. There we go. Did get the 1 wheat penny here that was kind of gnarled up. Someone had clipped it. Thought it was pretty interesting piece. So we're going to set that over here with our wheat pennies. We'll come back over to it in just a moment. I found this beautiful lead horse, most likely from around World War I. Nice old relic there. And we have some nice nickels here. This is a war nickel, so this one is silver. It's a 45 Denver, I believe. Yep, Philly. And then a couple of other ones, a 53 and a 59 that I picked up. I also pulled up this great 1930 Great Britain penny. I also put the dates on some of these when I find some of them. Pretty cool stuff. And we ended up with the watch fob or key fob. Really neat design. Did nick it with my shovel right there. That's the part that kind of sucked. We got some Native American. And it's not, well, it has been broken, but then it was reworked, as you can tell. And what they would use these broken ones for is they would make them into a stunner. So they would hit a rabbit with it, knock it out, and then they could tie it up and bring it back to camp. And then they had live animals around camp. So whenever they got hungry, then they could just process them that way. But they would have live animals. All right, back over here, we've got a nice skeleton key. I do not know what this is for. Maybe for a shoelace, I don't know. It doesn't look like it would be for a necklace or anything like that. I do have a nice old tie tack. I thought it was a money clip at first, but it's a tie tack. Found a porcelain doll arm, which can be a little creepy, but kind of fun. Some other odds and ends and jewelry. And a stack of wheat pennies. I think it's almost about 50 cents in wheat pennies there. All different dates from early on. And let's get back up here to the silver and stuff. We got a nice Monopoly piece. We ended up with quite a few dimes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dimes. So we got 9 dimes of silver. Beautiful piece of jewelry here. Probably a locket, or would have been worn, because that's where it would have been hanging. It is made out of sterling right there. A nice big chunk of silver. And then we have the US military symbol there. And it is also sterling. And then we have a bunch of rings. I do have this one right here, stainless steel ring. This one doesn't have a stamp on it, so I'm not for sure what the material it's made out of. Most of the rest of them I can tell you pretty much right off the bat. We've got silver, and this one is silver, also silver. This one is little tiny baby one, and it is also sterling. This one is copper. This is a silver earring. And this one is also silver. And I believe this is either copper or brass. I couldn't quite tell, but just by the color of it. But it is definitely an old, smashed, probably costume jewelry ring. And then we also have this nice little either cuff right there. We have a little tiny broken guitar, and that one is also sterling. An aluminum kids ring there. Nice little earring, most likely silver, and the top part is going to be gold, that little loop. And a couple of earrings here, little studs, and a nice another little earring here. And I believe this one's just silver plated, if I remember. So, and then I think one of my favorite finds, or the favorite 2 finds that I have, is probably this and this. This is a beautiful, pretty good sized opal. And it is very pretty. Probably needs a little polishing up, and it would really pop that way. But pretty cool to find stones on the ground. Some of the old places that I hunt are old houses that have been bulldozed down over the years, and I do find broken jewelry. I find, you know, stones laying on top of the ground. So pretty rare to ever find anything like that. I do have a bunch of other odds and ends in here that I did not include, plus all the stuff that I have in the garage, more marbles and stuff. I love these old marbles. I usually put those in jars. Kind of cool stuff. Well, and that's about it, guys. I hope you guys love this video. I'm sorry that it's so long, because it's been a while since I've done one. I hope you guys can love all the treasure that I found, because I definitely love it too. So, all right, I'll try to bring you another metal detecting video, probably a little shorter this time. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love y'all.